GTA 6's rivals are doing all the talking right now. In fact, we heard from ex and former Rockstar Games president and producer Leslie Benzies, who even directly talked about Grand Theft Auto 6 in one of his latest interviews. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So one of Grand Theft Auto 6's rival games that's going to be coming out a little bit later on this year, it might not be directly compared to Grand Theft Auto 6 based on the kind of game it is, but it certainly will based on who's producing it, and that's Leslie Benzies' Build a Rocket Boy, and his game is Mind's Eye. And since his game is going to be coming out on June 10th, which of course is just in a couple of months, he's been doing a lot of interviews, which is unusual because during his time at Rockstar, we pretty much never saw Leslie Benzies doing interviews except, maybe the week before a big game came out. So to hear from him is pretty cool, and he talked about Grand Theft Auto 6 directly, which is odd because you would think he would want to have all the attention on his title, not his former company's title, GTA 6. So this story comes from the website gamingbible.com. This is what they had to say. Mind's Eye will tie in with Build a Rocket Boy's fellow release Everywhere, somewhat of an MMO where players can create content. Content created in Everywhere will be able to be added to Mind's Eye, so while there's a fixed linear story, the game's world will also be supported by user-generated content. It's an incredibly interesting premise, and I just so happened to get the chance to talk to Leslie about it at a recent BAFTA Game Awards. The developer had just come off stage from presenting this evening's top honor Best Game and granted us a few minutes of his time. Going on to say, our latest trailer came out a week or so ago, but we'll have continuous trailers. One of the things we're most excited about is the Arcadia trailer. And so within Mind's Eye and the PC, there's a tool that's going to let players build AAA quality games. That'll be our next trailer for us. That'll be out in the next few weeks. While it's incredibly different to GTA, Mind's Eye will naturally draw comparisons due to Leslie's previous works. And I was keen to find out whether it's difficult to escape those comparisons when embarking on the creation of a new IP. Going on to say there's always comparisons. The first question that gets asked is always about the old game, but I think that's human nature. It's what happened to Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters. People were more interested in Nirvana. It'll take a bit of time of us to find our own identity. And if you're wondering if Leslie is still excited about what's being cooked up with GTA 6, the first GTA release since his departure, he said, absolutely. There's a great amount of geniuses there, always creating something new, unique, and of a scale that very few others can actually pull off. So it seems now, finally years after Leslie Benzies' messy departure from Rockstar Games that involved lawsuits and a whole bunch of different other things, that he finally can say that he still appreciates the things that they're doing over there, particularly with Grand Theft Auto 6, calling them geniuses. They always come up with something unique, and it's going to be on a level that only Rockstar Games can do. And that's what we've heard from a lot of people talking about Rockstar, whether it be the parent company, Take-Two Interactive, like CEO and Chairman Strauss Zelnick, and in this case, rivals of Rockstar, Leslie Benzies, who at this point has no connection to it, and in fact is probably releasing his game when he is, just so it avoids the Grand Theft Auto 6 blast radius. Again, his title, Mind's Eye, coming out June 10th, 2025. GTA 6, we still hope, coming out later on in the year 2025. And it's just so crazy to see the different marketing strategies of these Grand Theft Auto 6 rival games. Leslie Benzies coming out and saying that, they have more trailers on the way. In fact, on their social media account, Mind's Eye Game, they just posted a new trailer, which weirdly enough has 2 million views, one of the most viewed pieces of content that they have. But someone ended up responding saying, give me 15 minutes of raw gameplay. I'm sold on the story and universe. I want gameplay. And they straight up said coming soon. Could you imagine if someone asked Rockstar on social media, hey, we've seen the first GTA 6 trailer. We really like it. Where's the second one? And they said coming soon. Fans would be freaking out. So certainly they have a different level of transparency and a different sort of marketing style than Rockstar Games has. And even from their own publisher and parent company, it's so funny how different games work, because you have Mafia: The Old Country, which again is set to come out on August 8th, 2025, thanks to a little bit of a leak. They actually just showed off a brand new screenshot randomly just a few days ago, saying someone forgot the old ways of Omerta. May 8th is sooner than you think. Get your affairs in order for PAX East, which is when we know they're going to be showing off new details about that game. How crazy would it be if Rockstar just, put some quote out about either Jason or Lucia or Vice City or Leonida and said, hey, here's when we're going to talk about the game more. Here's a screenshot. That's what we've been waiting for nearly 5 500 days, and yet these other games are marketing their titles just so differently. And honestly, this shouldn't be a surprise because Take-Two Interactive has come out with Strauss Zelnick, CEO, essentially saying that they want to keep the anticipation high and they don't want to reveal their plans until what they call as late as possible, which is certainly frustrating for us, the fans, and for individuals that want to know more about Grand Theft Auto 6, but that's seemingly the way they're going to do things going forward. But it's definitely frustrating seeing all these GTA 6 rivals get new screenshots, new trailers, new announcements, and we're stuck over here getting absolutely nothing. But there is hope. There should be a light at the end of the tunnel. Again, we're just a few weeks away from really the deadline of when we would expect to hear something from Rockstar about the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6, because they have to update it before their parent company's earnings call in May, which again is going to be happening in just a few short weeks. And then from there, speaking of that marketing process, it makes you wonder what Rockstar will do next. Will we get some sort of cross promotion in Grand Theft Auto Online? Interestingly enough, there was some topic of conversation about that. As someone said, with the next GTA Online DLC, we'll probably get the first in-universe mention of Leonida, with TezFunds2 responding saying everyone here wants Rockstar does a do X to unlock Y in GTA 6 type of hunt. Everyone will be playing, of course, Grand Theft Auto 5. And Rockstar, again, has done this in the past with Red Dead Redemption 2, with the gold double action revolver, something you could find in-game and then unlock in Red Dead Redemption 2, and then same with the stone tomahawk, pickaxe thing or whatever it was. You also unlock that. So I'm assuming at some point in time, Rockstar will do some sort of collectible. I think they're just waiting to get more information out the door in order to say, hey, this will be an item that you could unlock. Although I would have thought there was enough that they had showed off in the first trailer that they could have said, hey, you'll unlock Jason's car, or you'll unlock, something that was shown off in the trailer. But again, it's been nearly 500 days of silence from Rockstar Games, which is incredibly disappointing. The first trailer is continuing to rack up an insane amount of views, though. I think it's literally like only a couple 100,000 views away from 250 million, 250 million views, which is just wild. So hopefully that drought is going to be coming to a close soon, because all of GTA 6 and Rockstar's rivals are talking about their games, and we're feeling a little bit left behind here. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto 6's rivals sort of breaking their silence, and more importantly, former Rockstar Games producer and boss Leslie Benzies talking about his shared excitement for GTA 6, even though he's making a rival title. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.